Welcome to the George FTTV YouTube channel. Today we'll discuss how we went for round 9, so it should be good. And yeah, that was a good week for us, 25.47 and season rank of 1.3k. So good week for us. This is the third time I've re-recorded because I've had an almond stuck in my throat for 20 minutes. So hopefully I don't repeat myself. Just trying to think of what I've been saying, but yeah, no, this is a good week for us this week. Been a very tough year in terms of you had to hold certain rookies, you had to jump on certain premiums, you had to have certain ruckmen, you had to captain, get all these massive captain scores. Like my captain scores haven't been bad, but relative to this year, I don't think I've had a 160 plus from memory. Maybe one, I don't know, but the Dacos 170, all the Gorn big ones, the Sherry 180, we missed that because we took Andy, but yeah, it all adds up. So not terrible captains this year, but I think we're just missing the monsters, which is you need everything to go right to get a top 10 rank. And for me, that's still the goal, try and get top 10. Are we in really position to get top 10? Not really. Still going to aim for it though. But yeah, why not? I haven't really done the maths or anything or what we need, but yeah. Trades like the ones we did this week are how trade outs rather, because trade ins were pretty shit, to be honest. Or Warner was a fine in. So our trades were Caleb Daniel out for Warner, and we needed to restructure, which we actually didn't because Sandy Brock ended up playing. Brought in Dacos, who made a little bit of money, not much, maybe 10k, and then traded out Chera, who lost 20k. Chera, a bit unlucky. We'll get to Daniel in a second, what to do with him. Spoiler, it's probably trade, but Chera, yeah, played a bit halfback due to injury, so probably would have tonned, gone 95 plus like he has been most of the year, but yeah, a bit of halfback and very high break even. So, and at the same time, I wanted to just look after the cash as much as possible, and it's kind of hard, because a lot of our rookies, pretty much all of them, except for the dead ones, and they might come back, like Carroll and Stone, they all made money. I couldn't trade him out. I guess Flynn didn't make much, but I was a bit hesitant to trade him, knowing he went 140 a few weeks ago. Played a big fourth quarter, but other than that, a bit quiet and a few clangers and drop marks and whatnot. So we're just trying to look after the cash as much as possible. Yep, so we traded in Josh Dacos. Now this pick didn't really make any sense. It did make sense before I traded him in. Still doesn't make sense now, so I can't really defend it, and I don't really want to. Other than I think he's got a really nice running into 100. That's still not enough. I think best case is 100, and that's not enough because Zorko and Holmes are right there at a really good price. Similar price, maybe a little bit more expensive, 10, 20k more. They both had big scores. I did want to see a turn game from Holmes, just because since he had that hip looked at, he hasn't looked the same. But I didn't watch the game today, but must have been all good. And yeah, big bounce back from him. And then Zorko, I guess, just an age thing. We only went Dunkley over Neil because of age. I thought Neil would average more, but I figured Dunkley is a bit younger, less chance of regression risk, and it paid off for this week. And hopefully, yeah, that goes well for us long term, but probably still wouldn't mind Neil at some point as my screen lags a bit, but yeah. And then brought in Warner. I thought, 74% mid-time. Thought it was less than that, but that's fine. So that's what we bought. We bought Warner because he's 70% plus CBAs, so happy with that. A few other forwards I like. Nick Martin is not bad. Peatling I really like. Thinking without Crouch, his scores are... I dare say he's got 100k in him as well. 126, 109, 117 without Crouch. And Gold Coast mid's tough. Carlton mids, they rely on the contest a lot. And Port have a really good midfield, so... If I had more trades, this would have been a done deal because I did in fantasy. did it last week in fantasy. I did it blind before watching the CBAs without Crouch, but I didn't really give a shit. Traded Huswaite and Hayes in that format. I cannot take a trick in that format, but Huswaite was probably a stupid risk because we knew he was a chance to be sub, and he's probably out the team in 2 weeks anyway. But I think Hayes is he's a good one. Hayes hopefully comes back from his ACL all good. But yeah, if I did do a downgrade this week, it would have been Hayes. So I'm fine going early on rooks. If they get injured, like anyone can get injured. It happens. So yeah, go back to dark mode. Yeah, not a big fan of Dacos pick. No reason to pick him, but yeah, I thought his buy was later as well. Like the run is good. Like I already gone over this in, I think it was a previous recording, but yeah, the run's really good. St Kilda, West Coast, Carlton, Melbourne, North. Like Pie's run is nice. I did half think about selling Dacos. I mean, why'd you sell Dacos? Well, he's 200 break even, but I think if he goes 2-120s, he's only going to lose like 50k, so it's not really worth it. And without a doubt, he'll bounce back. Bit of a watch on had a bit of a pec and a hip issue or a lower back or something along those lines. But we'll see. Yeah, Luke Jackson as well, if I mentioned him. Might be solo without Sean Darcy, but we don't know the extent of the injury. Now, go over the team review. So defense was, Geordie Clark and Zach Reid, massive. Yeah, over-punished for trading Zach Reid, but probably going to be all Australian as well. Or probably in the squad at least at the moment. But yeah, she's a 101. That's fine. Clark, big bounce back game from him. If I'm coaching against Fremantle, I'm not bothering to tag Sarong. Sarong will win clearances, but he cannot hurt you by foot the way he's going. I would be tagging. It's interesting because if Fremantle get beaten in the midfield, they're in kind of trouble because then their defense, when the ball comes in quick in defense, they're at sea at the moment. But Clark is really good because he good defensively, intercepts, spoils, puts his body on the line, goes up for marks. Also a really good user, provides run and carry, usually picks the right option. I think you tag Clark because the way they move out of defense, like Cox, Pearce, Ryan, you can't have the ball in their hands much, in my opinion, the way they're going. You need Cooper Simpson was okay. He's in our plans for next week, so I think you'd consider tagging Clark over Sarong or Brandy or Andy rather. So yeah, already touched on Dacos. Yeah, need him to get 30 touches a game nearly, which he can do. But hopefully, I think Roberts used it poorly. Now the break even is kind of high. Like who averages more, Roberts or Flynn? I think 4 of the last 6 scores under 82. Like, there's too many good defenders for this to be keeper. So, the run is really good. Adelaide give up, Melbourne give up. Carlton gave a lot of points to someone. I can't remember who. I don't remember. Richmond is good. And then the buy. So for me, that's a hold for 4 more weeks. Don't really want to sell. Just want to look up something. No, what am I looking at? How did Briggs go today against I'm guessing SDK rucked. Of course, he scored well. 22. Oh, Blitzar's rucked. Oh, okay. SDK didn't ruck. 34 hitouts. Flynn's an interesting one, whether to sell or hold. I think it's a hold if you can, even though his break-even's high. But he does have Marshall and Blitzarves, I guess, within the next 3 weeks. So it's an interesting one. But I think we got to hold Roberts with this run. Definitely cannot sell Reid. Like, he's not a keeper, but I tell you what, he's been outstanding. So good. I think Bice is a sell now. 102 break even. Probably starts losing cash. I guess the run's good. So it's actually potentially a hold. But if you can get one up to these cheap defenders or even a Whitfield, I'd probably do that, which I think we're going to do. We'll go over trades soon. Is there any point going Whitfield when you can get a guy who can score in line with the top 6 for 80k less or 50k less? We'll go over that. Andy was good. Nick, tag, 5-day break, injured. Just on to the next one. Dunks over Neil has been very good, and we just did it because of age difference. So I was kind of expecting Neil to outperform Dunkley, but if I was doing all Australian team right now, I think Dunkley's in. He has such a massive influence at stoppage for them, and he's around the ground's pretty good too. His ball use is just if he's taking a mark outside 50, he's gonna bomb it. But yeah, he's playing really, really well. Goes up for contested marks around the ground. So no, I'm happy with this bit. All of a sudden averaging 115 now. Given how many points there are to go around in that Lions defense, I'm not sure he's top 8, but I think he's close enough. So 539k is a good price for him. Sarong is the most painful own at the moment, and it's not that bad, but nothing over 110 for 5 weeks, which is we've had him. And he had a nice run too. So he has the run. I mean, if Bedford comes back, oh boy. Port, they probably send someone to him. Certainly not someone I target before his bye. I guess after there's a Richmond and no, hang on. I guess after is a North Essendon. It's okay. I don't know, man. It's just a frustrating one. I think there's better out there, and maybe it turns. I'm not sure, but it might be a bit game plan related. Voice is quite poor as well and just goes missing, so it's a bit of a hard one to read. I mean, Rosie's been a good price for quite a while now, and he's definitely a good target. He'll be top 6 defender. I guess this is Dawson, man. Okay, West Coast coming up, which is good. I think he likes 2 150s on Collingwood, so I think hopefully the next 2 are decent for him. Levi did not do much. He looked extremely tired. Maybe, I don't know if it was hot, but because it's Darwin that he played in, I just assume it is. But I think it was maybe he looked quite tired, and he spent the rest of the game on the bench. Just a bit spent, but quite happy to hold a 6-day break at the Gabba. So should be all good. Huswaite subbed, unbelievable. He's very slow. I don't blame Mitchell for subbing him off, but whoever we did here was dropping off, so it's all good. Sherry, incredible. Yeah, I think he's gone now. Oh God, he's got West Coast. Do you pay this? He is gone. 680, and then West Coast this is crazy. He's matching Gorn, which is good. It's still expensive, but I think you're going to have to pay significant coin anyway, because you want to finish your team around mid to end of the buys. It's got West Coast. Got Nank who gives up points. I'm not against paying for it, to be honest. I mean, 680k has this ever worked? Probably not. Given significant captain scores, I'd consider it. It was fine last week for 630, so yeah. I don't know. TDK, fine. That's all good. Forward line, it was okay. Baz, we all have. McRae's prone to some down games, but he went 160. He's got West Coast this week, so it should be all good. I guess age as well. But we'll see how it goes post-bye. And yeah, Marich has his runs just been too good. Said Melbourne, Richmond. Then it's got Saints. It's got Adelaide. Adelaide gave up heaps of points. Give up a heap to defenders. So yeah. And spoke about Flynn as well. I think not sure. So we'll look at some targets this week. Go under 560. Okay. So Dunkley is a good target, I think. Zorko's there. Do we want this? Oh, Christ, he's got Melbourne. Adelaide give up. I think I'm going to die on this hill. It's not working. Tuke, I'm not sure. Like, I haven't really watched much Gold Coast. Big win for them. Nass is a good target. I think he's better than Sinclair. Sinclair's been good. I think he's been saved a few times. Not saved, but he's been getting a lot of points from late goals. Clark's a good target. I think Rankin you'd be tempted to fade now, looking at the forward time. I don't know if that continues, but he did save his score big time. Jackson depends on Sean Darcy. Clark's good. I wouldn't go Sarong. Dale's got the bye, so it's pretty hard to go there. But Dale's a hard one. There's bad and there's good, and I don't know. It's a bit of a roller coaster. Dawson is okay. I think I prefer Dunkley. It's not a tag target. And you can put in a shocker. Finn Callahan's been cooking. I probably wouldn't go there. If you have him, it's fine. Ashcroft, probably not. I think his CBAs aren't that good. Yeah. I wonder if he's on for forward status. There's lots of good buys here. Like, yeah, Rosie's good. Dunkley's good. In terms of mids, if you don't have any of them, I'd go there. Expensive guys like Butters, 690 is too steep. If you were going to pay this, it's Sherry if you don't have him because of the matchups coming and the break even and the need to finish the team. So Butters hopefully comes down a bit. Butters is must have. Like, I don't think we can go without. Bont, I think you'd think it'd be top 8 from here. They are using him forward a fair bit. Yep, CBAs are low, so can't pay that price for CBAs like this. No way. So we'll just be patient with Bont. 159 hopefully doesn't hit that. We're going to need those two at some point. Whitfield we need to get. He's 5 rounds 110, and I think he's played on a few small grounds, and like he scored fine on them. Okay, a little bit not great at Norwood, but we know he can go massive. Like this run has not been good. It's Adelaide Oval, like everyone kills us in defense there, but yep. We need to get Whitfield, I think, before he gets away from us. It's not urgent, but if he puts in a few big ones, I don't want to pay too much for him. So yeah, do you save? People are probably going to trade Bice to a defender this week. It's a Saints guy or Whitfield for me. I think we made our bed with Zorko. Holmes should be fine. Now, we can plan next week as well. So planning is important. In terms of rookies, I had a look at the list. There's nothing there. Saad El Hawley, I believe, has the wing spot of Harry Jones. So maybe there's a bit less sub-risk. Now, he didn't run out the game very well, but did rack it up in the first half. So I think we have to punt on him and hope he's not sub. The other one is Boxall. Boxall's TOG is so low, and as soon as they put Philippa in the midfield, like Boxall's, the sub-risk I think is higher with Boxall than it is with El Hawley, because Saints have heaps of mids. I'm not sure I'm not sure Essendon have a lot of wingers. So maybe if you are an Essendon fan, you can help us out with El Hawley. So I want Whitfield. For me, it's Whitfield or Peatling. Now, Peatling doesn't work for us. But yeah, I think he's averaging like 110 plus without Crouch. I think Peatling has to stay in the midfield. Like, he's doing the grunt work at the moment, the tackles and clearances and stuff. Whereas Dawson and Rankin, they're just not pure mids. They're just not. They're good midfielders, but their strengths are, we know what their strengths are. Like Dawson marking, kicking some days, but Rankin like goal sense, IQ, ball user, and all that. Can win contested ball too. I think they're both really good mids, but in terms of like pure mids, like we just got destroyed by Port's mids on the weekend. Okay, so trades this week. So Bice is gone to El Hawley. That's probably a done deal, and it does mean our team gets slightly worse, but we need to make an upgrade because we need to make progress. So what do we do here? Can't really get anything for 510. Hewitt maybe hit a wall, I'm not sure. Say we did that, right? Because if we want Whitfield, we have to get rid of Flynn. I'm not sure I want to do that. Or Levi. This is not a keeper though, if Crouch comes back, and we've already got 6 forwards, so this doesn't make any sense. This is like a fantasy play with unlimited trades. We don't have the trades to sort this out. If it's not that, it's kind of hard week for trades. I know we'll do this. Hopefully, if he's not sub. I forgot to mention with Sandy Brock, I had him for 5 weeks. Like the only person in the whole game with him. Then we get Whitfield. That gives us a bit of flexibility to not field El Hawley. Although I dare say, like, it'll let us loop Cleary, because he plays early. But then we get to hold Flynn, who I'd rather field than Huswaite, probably Elijah Hewitt too. Yeah. I think I'll field Huswaite again. Oh no, we can loop plays. Can we E him? If we E him, I don't even have a loop for him. Or do we just bring in a loop? No, we'll have to bring in money because next week is Cooper Simpson and Mateus Philippou, who I'm expecting to get more mid-time because he was too good in that role to not be used in that. Didn't get a CBA, so a little bit to think about. So how many rooks on the field? 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably 1 too many. And then next week we can sideways Hewitt, Cleary or Lindsay to Philippou and maybe turn one of them into Cooper Simpson. Or it might be Huswaite to Cooper Simpson if we can do that. Excuse me, because I'm expecting Huswaite to get dropped. So just bank hopefully 100k. Like this 27 is so bad because he just needed 2 games to make like 70k and 80k together. But he's just killed it getting subbed off. Terrible matchup as well, Gold Coast. Yeah, I'd really like Whitfield just so I can secure. Most likely it's looking like he's D1. If we can just secure him while we can, I'd like to do that, but that hurts our flex position. So a little bit to think about for us this week. So yeah, let me know what you're thinking for your trades. Yeah, I'd be going Peatling if I had more trades. So maybe I'll just get the pen and paper out. But say that 17 trades here, 1, 2, 3 upgrades down back. We'll need 4, 5, 6 upgrades, 17 trades, and that's including these 3, which will just be top ups because they should all be. I mean, Reed might get to 5,500, so these will be easy upgrades. Levi, getting a mid, it's going to be Butters, so that's actually going to be a big upgrade, and then getting Bond, that's going to be a big upgrade too. So we're going to need cash. Don't know where it's coming from though. I think I'm going to make the Peatling play, but I'm not sure. Just going to check ownership. Yeah, 0.7%. Yeah, again, it's 110, 115-ish without Crouch at the moment. And I think season high CBAs as well. I think he has to stay in there. Got West Coast coming too. I think about it. I think it's good value. And he might make, I reckon he can make 100k. But we shall see. Anyway, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. Go the Crom, and we'll see you guys. Oh, I'm going away Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so I might be able to get a Thursday night video in, but it would be very late if it is. And then all going well, we'll do the podcast tomorrow. So just be no midweek videos this week. Just maybe Monday and Thursday. So still enough, plenty of content out there to watch. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. Thank you for watching, and yeah, see you guys in the next one.